Alex, congratulations. This is almost a decade in the making.
Yeah.
You've called In Your Dreams your white whale, and we are finally here. You said this movie started as a way to kind of explore dreams and what dreams reveal about yourself. Now that you've done this for 10 years, what did you learn?
That my dreams are really weird. That my subconscious is very strange. Yeah, no, I mean, I think I was really excited about making a film in the world of dreams, especially an animated film, because, you know, animation, you can kind of do anything, and anything can happen in dreams, so it was kind of a perfect marriage. But then I also wanted to explore sort of a really intimate, personal human story of, you know, a character going through a lot of change and uncertainty and a lot of messiness, the messiness of life. And, you know, that was very much based off of my own experience as a kid and my parents almost, you know, splitting up and how challenging that was. So yeah, I wanted to combine that sort of small, intimate, personal story with this big, fantastical and spectacular world of the dreams. And then also give it a lot of humor with, you know, stuffed giraffe that farts lasers.
Well, you accomplished it. You definitely accomplished it. Now, when I was watching this, it's crazy because when I was younger, peak Pixar movies hit me very specifically. But this felt like peak Pixar to me, and especially coming at it from a parent's perspective. It hit me a lot differently. Now, the one lesson that you said you learned at Pixar was that story always comes first. What was the biggest takeaway that guided you through this film?
I mean, it was that, you know, there's this phrase they have, is story is king, right? And I really very much embraced that sort of approach to filmmaking, and especially with a film about the world of dreams, it was so easy to be distracted by all the spectacle or the fantasy that a dream world could offer. And we did that. I mean, our first cut of the movie was like 2.5 hours long. And we were like, that is not gonna work. You know, just because you want to play cinematically, and the dream world offers something that's so cinematic. But then at the end of the day, you're telling a story, and the story has to be what is driving the film. And so that was really key for us. And I think it's why I think the movie plays as well as it does, because we really stuck to that approach of really serving the story as best as we could.
Now, you guys brought in a child psychologist to help kind of ground the kid's reaction in the film. What was something that kind of changed with the way that you approached everything with the child psychologist?
That was so helpful because, I mean, I always want to do research when I'm, you know, making something, because I want it to feel true. I want to tell the truth when I'm making films. And one of the things that our child psychologist told us was that we shouldn't be afraid to show the emotions and the sort of even the anger of the kids, because that's a very real emotion that they go through, especially when they're in their teenage years. And so that was very liberating for us, because I wasn't sure if we could go there emotionally with the characters. But when we talked to that child psychologist, and he said, no, that's actually, you really want to lean into that, because those are the emotions that kids go through when they're in that kind of a situation. It really was validating for us, and we really leaned into it.
You know, so I'm going to pull the curtain back on my own life a little bit here, because after we saw the film on Saturday, we were at the dinner table, and a little argument started breaking out with me and my partner, and our 10-year-old calmly spoke to us after watching the movie and talked about things that she was having an issue with our argument. So this movie really bridges the gap between parents and what kids notice. What do you hope that parents take away from this film?
I mean, I think, you know, in the film, the parents are sort of not, they try their best to shield their kids from what's going on. But, you know, as you'll see in the film, Stevie and Elliot know.
Yes.
And I think kids always know. And so I think my hope is that, you know, parents can be a little bit more open and transparent with their children, because they're going to find out one way or another what's going on. And so you kind of want to, I think the best sort of policy is to be open and communicative, you know. So yeah, I hope that parents just enjoyed the film.
It's incredible.
Because yeah, I didn't make it just for kids. I made it for everybody, and so I hope they enjoy it.
Oh, it's an incredible film. Like I said before, it hit me like peak Pixar feels, man. Incredible job, Alex.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.